So we're going to talk about the squat stand. First of all, as you might have seen, the squat stand has 3 adjustable levels. In this case, when we are at the clinic, we're most likely going to start working with the large chain platform. So in this case, we just quickly and simply put it on, slides all the way to the bottom, and then you have a larger base of support to do squats. So I'm going to have you stand up. Jeff's going to push the board up, take a seat at the bottom, place his feet onto the squat stand, and then he's going to move through squats. So when it comes to strength, there's not much you can do in terms of the squat stand that will highly affect strength. Most of the things that you'll do with the squat stand will affect the mobility and awareness, which inadvertently will affect the strength. So what's nice about the large chain platform is the fact that you can really widen your base of support. He can do staggered leg positions, he can do right leg up, left leg down, you can do narrow. So it opens up the opportunity for different intentions. For instance, sometimes I have people just doing a staggered squat and they're working more on mobility of the calf. And so if he's just in this position, it's the bottom leg that's really trying to get that range of motion. So when we talk about mobility, we're also talking about where your feet are on the squat stand outside of squats, for instance. So if I have him move his feet down, and then he's going to scoot the board down a little bit, we're going to do roll-ups. And so if I have the foot all the way at the bottom and he's rolling back and forth, maybe I'm accommodating a little bit for hamstring length. And if I want to bring the exercise up to a more challenging position with respect to flexibility and mobility, I can have him walk his feet up, and now he's going to do a roll-up. And this can prepare him if he was doing a piking action, depending upon what they have to, maybe they're a diver that they have to go into a pike and you're trying to get that flexibility back. The further up he walks his feet up the platform, the more flexibility it will be for the hamstrings. Now, talking about moving up the flexibility and requirements of strength, there's another element of awareness. So the fact that we can put our feet against something when doing some of the exercises such as spine twist or saw that you would typically see in Pilates is nice. So I just want you to think about that. So if someone is having their feet right at the bottom and you're working on rotation of the trunk and you're trying to get the trunk to rotate versus having a compensatory action happening at the pelvis and everything's moving, you're really working on that dissociation. I can have him, if his arms are out long and he's just doing rotations, or even if they're short and you shorten the lever and he's doing rotations, I can have him work on that trunk. And if he rotates and I see, let's say you're going to rotate toward me, and I see that left heel rise up, I'll be thinking, all right, can I cue him to put more pressure in that area? Can I get him to lengthen up? I use the fact that there are weight through his feet to assist with awareness and assist with gaining more mobility of an exercise. The last thing I want to talk about with respect to this platform is that we have an adaptability of the Baps board, which is really nice, so you can actually add some partial weight bearing. Right here, you just have a little bit of holes that will tell you how far out, like that of the ball width. So I'm going to have you hold this for me. You're just going to place it through. You line up the holes, place the pin in, like so. And then you can add in the Baps board. So just like you would attach a ball, you can place the board on. And according to how far out you have it, he can now use the Baps board, and he can do squats, he can do just mobility training, whatever he wants, whatever your intention is for that patient. You can also add in, taking this out, the fact that you can increase calf strength, or you can do calf raises. So again, you can adjust the width, you can bring the pin in, and then now he can put his feet here and he can do calf raises, he can do single leg work if you want, you just have a little bit extra mobility of the gastroc. So just these are the components that also come with the large chain platform.